Hello, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Iqbal, Prabawa Wiguna, and my presentation entitled Painting with Algorithms, the Potential for Using the P5.js Programming Language for New Media Artists. This article focuses on visual artworks of contemporary new media artists who use ideas that develop from the image that processed in such a way with computer programming. The main data for this research is the interview article with new media artists who use P5.js, along with literature and journals about media art and computer art history. And now, the introduction. P5.js is an open source software based on JavaScript and has its roots on processing program. P5.js can create an interactive visual and has many other possibilities for various projects. The advantage of this programming language extension or library is that it can be used in the internet browser and can be accessed anywhere as long as there is an internet network. This programming language can help improve the visual appearance of a site with interactivity, animation, and sound. Here is some example of presentation using P5.js to make generative with steering behavior algorithm created by Akash Rastogi. In this design presentation, the image was built by the algorithm created by the programmer. And now, to have fully understanding of interdisciplinary approach between art and the programming language, we must look back at the first period where the computer and art interact. Frank Dietrich, in his article Visual Intelligence, the first decade of computer art from 1965 to 1965 to 1975, evaluate the first computer exhibition held by scientists. At that time, not only scientists exhibit, but they also collaborate with artists. It is interesting because this exhibition was actually initiated by scientists. One of the iconic works of the exhibition is the work of Kenneth C. Knowlton and Leon Harmon, entitled Study on Perception. Knowlton and Harmon uses impression, but the impression is not from light as the impressionist does. Instead, it uses binary numbers to convert analog voltage into typographic symbols that are source. The image comes from the scanning photography. However, the art form, which is the development of the computer art, widely displayed in the early 2000s when computers and then the internet became a phenomenon that emerged in that period. Artists with programmer backgrounds or artists who collaborate with programmers began to multiply. Some of today's young artists are increasingly fluent in programming language, so that their work is not only based on computers, but also based on the internet. One of the new media artists using P5.js is Calvin Junaidi, an artist and musician based in Jakarta. Calvin is interested in the relationship between urban bodies and virtual spaces. Here is Calvin Junaidi artwork entitled Reprint of Dr. Mabuse, an artwork that represents the ideas of our sense and the brain speed that have a delay. In conclusion, with P5.js, we don't need to use a lot of code or programs that have a high level of difficulty or even expensive paid software, but it still requires basic programming language from pre-existing programming language and require patience to learn the ecosystem. P5.js is a program that is open source and tutorial can easily studied on mainstream media channels, such as YouTube or the P5.js software development site, the P5.js org. One last thing, according to the media artists who use this program, it is time for art college to apply the basic of programming language into their curriculum. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.